Material Girl 338. I'm giving you an update on my hydroponics and my arrow garden and what's coming out. Okay, so here is my curly leaf parsley. This is again the pearly leaf. This is my basil. Here is my Genovese basil. This is I forgot what you call it. It's tricolor. I forgot. I'll remember it. This, look at this. Look at these beautiful leaves. This is my Bok Choy. Look how that plant is growing. It's doing beautiful. I mean, look at the size of these beautiful leaves. And this plant, what you do is you just cut and you use as you need it. I mean, is that leaf beautiful? Look how big it is. So I had moved it. I moved it all the way to the end. This is my curly leaf parsley. And I see that the leaves are a little touch of paleness to them. So what I did was I added some nitrogen to it. I have here my celery. I don't know if you can see it. And my celery is doing beautiful. And now I'm going to get ready to plant it because now it needs to plant. Or I could just keep it in the water. This here is my Bok Choy, and this is ready to transplant. Over here was an onion that I just threw into the water, and it started to stem up, and now the leaves are bending. So what you could do is you can snip it and then use it as an onion. Here is my Bok Choy. Down here is my Bok Choy, and what I got there? Parsley. Parsley is taking a long time to come up, but the Bok Choy is doing beautiful. I keep on pressing these buttons when I touch my machine here. This here is more Bok Choy, and this came from the actual plant that I bought, and I just cut the ends like I do with this celery. You just cut the ends and you just stick it in water and it grows. Here is the Escarole, and the same thing. The Escarole, you just cut and leave it like an inch, half an inch and a half, and then just let it sit in water, and it starts to shoot up in the middle. So some of my plants I'm growing in soil, and some of them I'm just going to keep in the water. Like this Bok Choy is beautiful. Bok Choy is very hardy. It's a hardy plant. It will stand for temperatures that are in lower degrees. Now this here, I have no idea what it is. I planted it. So if anybody knows what it is, like, you know, give me a what you think it is. and then it's just growing beautifully. Some of the plants have to be, some of them have to get transplanted again. So here's another one. I grew this, and I forgot what this was. I don't know what it is. I don't want to dig it up. It's something that we eat, so I have no idea what it is. So these have been doing very good, and I'm very pleased with my hydroponic system. As you can see, I mean, the plants are doing beautifully. So I did notice that on this parsley, just a little bit of the leaves are a little like a leaf discoloration. So I added some nitrogen, and I added some Fox's, I'll show it to you. I have this Fox Farm Grow Big liquid plant food. So I add this to my arrow garden, and it's a nutrient, but sometimes you don't know what this is. The light leaf, I think it's nitrogen. I think the plant needs nitrogen. I forgot what the name of this is, believe it or not. I can't remember the name. And they come in red, yellow. I don't know. All right, but that's my plant update. And guys, I think you should try it. I mean, it took a couple of weeks. I'm saying about 2 months now. They're growing beautiful. And then with the bok choy, I'm going to transplant this. I think I'm going to put this in the arrow garden and just let this grow. The bok choy is just wonderful. And then I'll show it to you as it gets bigger. Okay? All right, guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please post them below. And try this for yourself. I think you would be very, very proud of what you can grow. You know, it's just a seed, and you put it in to the soil. And I do start, let me just show you. I do start with the Jiffy pellet refills. And then what I do is I soak this in water because they're little pellets. Hold on, I'll show it to you. I'm working with one hand here. These are the pellets. And then you soak them in water and they rise. They become like this. Yeah, they get big. See, they grow. So you soak this in water, and then once it's all soggy, then you put your seed in here, and then just give it a lot of light. If you have a growing light, and just keep it moist, keep it wet, because this is what it is. Again, I keep on hitting this button. So it keeps on growing, and now the plant is big enough now to be transplanted. See, like I planted 2 here, and they never came. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you're still on film. Yeah, I'm still filming. So I planted 2 here, but they never took. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just transplant the bok choy and see what happens. And then I'll let you see the final video on that. But I think that's a good idea, because those 2 plants are doing nothing. They're just sitting there going, ugh. Okay? All right, guys. Again, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any you have any comments, please post them below. And please subscribe to my channel, because I always have other videos coming in, trying to help everybody, just, you know, getting back to basics. Okay? Bye. The final video of the video that I had made to this one. This is like the second part of it. Now, when I showed you the other bok choy, I had it planted in the soil, and I took it out, and now I have it in my netting pots. These are called netting pots. And I'm just having a touch of it. See, like, it's like very barely, I'm trying to get to it, barely touching the water. You don't want it to really touch the water, but when you're transplanting, you need a little bit of water for the roots to start to soak down, because the roots need to find the water system. Okay, so I transplanted that. I transplanted this one. You really can't see. So this one too. The light is blocking it. So this guy will grow really big. And I just have it barely touching the end of the netting pot. And what I did was I took it out of the soil and I rinsed the bottom part off, the, you know, the dirt part off. And now, so there's nothing on the root system except the root system. And now it's going to stay into these glass jars. And it's going to get the nutrients that it needs from the water. Eventually, I'm going to be putting some liquid nutrients in here for hydroponics. And at the last video, I couldn't remember what this was. Oh, and I did this too. This is Swiss chard. Now, the Swiss chard grows beautifully. Bok choy, Swiss chard. Why is my light on? Add plant food. Oh, okay. So my arrow garden is telling me, the light is on. You can't see it. It's telling me add plant food. So I moved a little bit of the, this had nothing in it. So I took a little bit of the bok choy plant, the baby, and I planted it right in here. I think my camera is dirty. My filter is dirty. But tonight I'm going to make a dish and I'm going to cut a little bit of the leaves because the leaves are beautiful. Look how big that leaf is. Isn't that beautiful? So these are going to grow really good. And this is the, I just mentioned it. I don't know, for the life of me, I can't remember the stupid name of this plant. Could you believe this? I can't remember the friggin' name of this stupid plant. All right, you're not stupid. You're a beautiful plant. And I talk to my plants. So, all right, so you see the bottom? The root now is looking for the water. Once that establishes, I'm going to lower the water because you have to leave a space at least about like 1/4 of an inch so that the plant doesn't drown. So it's the plant, the netting pot, a little bit of space, and then the water, because then the roots are going to go down into the water system. So that's how that works. Okay? So I just wanted to show you how I just transplanted everything, and you don't need no big production. You don't need no arrow garden. You really don't even need this arrow garden. The only good thing with this arrow garden is that it takes the water and it circulates the water because it's got a pump. But you don't even need that. You can set up your own pump. And they're not expensive. They're fish pumps. And then you want to connect the water and the pipe to the plant so it just sends air and water and it rotates. All right, guys, and I'll show you in a couple of weeks my beautiful plants and what they're doing. Okay, I suggest, guys, that you try this because it is a good way of growing some plants in the house. And I'm always using basil, fresh basil, and I'm always using parsley. And bok choy is delicious. Bok choy really, really is a hardy plant. And the celery, once I get that celery transplanted, you just take clippings of it and, you put it in your soups, your stews, whatever. So, okay, guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please post them below. Please subscribe to my channel because I always have other videos. Thank you. Bye.